Okay, joined by Niall Ó Ceallacháin, Dublin Senior Hurling manager, looking ahead to this Saturday evening's Allianz League clash against Offaly at Croke Park. A 5:15 throw in at Croke Park on Saturday evening. Neil, you've had a week, 10 days or so since the Westmeath win, the last game in the league. How have preparations been for the Offaly game this weekend?
Yeah, no, good, Derek. I suppose we had the win the last day. We had the weekend off last weekend, same as most senior hurling teams there last weekend. We've trained well in that period. Looking back in the game the last day, we got the win and super character shown in the last 10 or 15, I suppose, man down to win the game. There was so much that wasn't at the levels that it needed to be. So we've a huge amount to basically work on from the last day, and looking forward to a new game Saturday evening for that.
Yeah, you mentioned obviously plenty of work-ons from the last day. You must be happy with the opening two rounds, obviously 2 wins in the opening 2 games, and the character shown, especially in the game the last day against Westmeath, considering obviously we're down to 14 men. You must be happy with how things have gone so far in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, from an outcome perspective, I mean, just looking back on the last day, from an outcome perspective, yeah, definitely to get that win, away in Mullingar, down a man, and to finish it out the way they did, along with, really pleasing to see a lot of new lads, coming in there and well able for it, so pleased from an outcome perspective. Yeah, two games and 2 wins, but there's a lot to work on within that, when we break it down and when we review the game. When we did actually look at that game, there's a hell of a lot that we need to be much stronger on, and looking forward to the game Saturday for that.
You've had a bit of a stuttering start, I guess, to the league campaign, because you had 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, 1 week off over the first 4 weekends of the league campaign. That changes now because you've got a pretty busy period coming up. 3 games in 3 weeks, starting with Offaly this weekend at Croke Park on Saturday evening, Waterford to follow the week after, and then Carlow to follow the week after that as well. A big busy period to come up. You've mentioned already about trying to give as many guys opportunities as you possibly can. Are we likely to see some more new faces and fresh faces and returning players, I guess, over the next few weeks with that busy period coming up?
Yeah, I mean, from that perspective, it's a really important few weeks there with the games from basically 3 games in 3 weekends there, basically 3 games over 15 days. So yeah, listen, there'll be other lads who will have opportunity over the next few weeks. It's really key, with what we're looking towards, that lads they grab those opportunities when they do come. The next few weeks to be honest, it's great actual preparation for Leinster Championship when it does come, which comes hard and heavy when it's there as well. We're going to need a strong panel when that comes, and the next few weeks are great in that regard to give lots of lads opportunity, and those opportunities need to be taken when they do come.
Are we likely to see some the guys returning, the likes of the Nafina guys obviously as well, who obviously were in All-Ireland final action? I'm sure they'll be starting to make a comeback over the next few weeks, heading into these three games at some point over the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, that is going to happen over the next few weeks. Basically, the Nafina lads who haven't figured yet, along with a couple of injured lads that haven't figured yet either due to injury. That'll look different at different weeks depending on this weekend moving forward. But over the next few weeks, those lads from Nafina and lads who've been off the pitch for different reasons as well, that will happen over the next few weeks. Yeah.
Obviously this weekend, a big challenge. We all saw what Offaly did in the under-20 championship last year, and obviously winning it. And they have a good group of those guys in their team for the league this year. They've had a pretty decent start as well to the league campaign. What can you expect from them this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's clear what the challenge would be. I mean, what they've brought underage, the minor teams, the under-20 teams, club teams in Kilcormac, the likes of Bellinamere as well. They've a lot of good hurlers, is what I'd say. A lot of good young hurlers, legs, great ability on the ball. We're clear on that challenge. They've shown at that level, at the underage level and the club level, that's there, and they've shown it now at senior intercounty level as well. We'll face a very different challenge than what we faced the last game or two, even just with different setups and different approaches. But listen, it's for us to put the best foot forward, and we're looking forward to the game Saturday evening.
Finally, a word on the support. You mentioned it already a few times with me in chats about how important it's going to be. Obviously, a big chance this weekend, a double header at Croke Park. It's the hurlers at 5:15 and the footballers at 7:30. How important will it be? Not just obviously this weekend, but starting, I guess, this weekend to get that support in and to cheer the guys on. and obviously trying to build that obviously for the weeks and months ahead.
Yeah, no, it's what it's all about, really, Derek, isn't it? Be it support, families, the wider support in Dublin. A double header like Saturday is a great opportunity. I know from talking to lads, it makes a big difference to the lads. When games are tight, it's really great to kind of have that support. So looking forward to a big crowd to help the lads on Saturday evening.